Year 5 team at Queenshill Primary School. You'll already know me, I'm Miss Taylor.
And I'm Mrs Pascoe, the other Year 5 teacher.
I'm Miss Vise and I'm the HLTA and TA for Mrs Pascoe.
And I am Mrs Brown and I'm TA with Miss Taylor.
So, welcome to Year 5. So, here is our curriculum letter. Our children were sent home that today, which is Friday the 11th of September. So if your child hasn't brought this home, there are copies that you can ask for. If not, there will be one on the school website as well. So just going to run through some of the things that we're going to be learning this half term, and then some of the non-negotiables and things that you're expected to do or for your children to do this half term. So in English, we've already begun our English learning with Voices in the Park by Anthony Brown. And as part of our Reading Masters, we're going to be looking at the book Charlotte's Web. And lots of children will be really excited about that because lots of them love that story and have seen the film. We'll be using lots and lots of inference questions, so it's when the children have to think about their answers and get evidence from the text. We're also going to be looking at finding the gaps that the children have missed in Year 4 to make sure that there aren't any gaps leading up into Year 5. Then maths, Miss Pascoe?
Yeah, so maths, we are building on what we learnt in Year 4 for place value this half term, and it's all about numbers all the way up to 1 million. So they'll be looking at the place value, we'll be looking at part-whole models, different ways of partitioning and looking at that. We'll also be concentrating on rounding, which children have been doing this week. They even learned a song, which most of them enjoyed, I think. And then we will be moving on to the end of the term to addition and subtraction, looking at the formal methods and then some problem solving in there as well.
Here's our key vocabulary. This is linked with lots of different topics that we'll be doing. In our topic area, we'll be looking at the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings. So you'll notice that lots of vocabulary is linked to the Anglo-Saxons and Vikings, as well as some of the science vocabulary there as well. So Ms Pascoe, I'm going to pass on to you for the topic in science.
So we've already started our new topic. We've had a couple of lessons this week and we're concentrating on the Vikings, building on the Anglo-Saxons from Year 4. So we're looking at where they come from, why they might have come here, and we'll do some art and around that as well. And then science, it's all about properties of materials. So looking at do they dissolve while they're magnetic and that sort of thing, and doing lots of good experiments.
Music, very similar to last year. The two classes will be split. So my class will be beginning the year with samba drumming with our Sistema teacher, Duda. And Miss Pascoe's class will be beginning the year with digital music. And then that will carry on for half of the year in the February half term. That will then swap over. In terms of sports and PE, we've obviously got to be very careful that we're keeping everything clean and we aren't sharing equipment because of obviously COVID-19. So during PE, we're going to be focusing on coordination ball skills, making sure that children have their own ball and that we're not sharing equipment between bubbles. There will be one PE lesson each fortnight for the classes, so that the teachers aren't swapping between classes and the equipment isn't swapping between classes. But we're also going to be having extra exercise and PE time every afternoon as well. In terms of RE and RSE, we're going to be beginning a new scheme of work this year for RE, and we're going to be thinking about different religious questions and also thinking about people that aren't religious and thinking of the reasons why. So what do religions have in common? What do people that are not believers believe in? Such as looking at like the Big Bang Theory and scientific theories as well. So if I go down. So in terms of our reading diaries, the children have all got their reading diaries now, which we want them to bring into school every day. Remember, for your Read for a Star and your Marvellous Maths, you need to get 4 reading stars, so that's reading 4 times a week to be able to get yourself a stamp, and the same with the maths, so 4 maths activities to get yourself a maths stamp for the week. Now library, again, because of us not being able to share spaces, we're going to be going to the library fortnightly, so my class went this week already, and then Miss Pascoe, your class will be going
next Tuesday.
And then the children can change their reading books each fortnight. Now, when the books come in, they do need to go into quarantine. So the children bring their books in and they stay there for a certain amount of time before they can then go back into main stock. Then Wednesdays, we're going to be doing home learning online. Now, in Year 4, the children are using Seesaw. We're now moving away from Seesaw, and the children are going to be set up with a Google Classrooms account. Google Classroom hasn't yet been set up for us, but it's in the process of being done. As soon as that is set up, the children will be getting their home learning online. Do you want to do the Thursday bit, Miss Pascoe?
Thursday. So Thursday is PE day. So because of the changes with COVID, we're asking that all children come in their PE uniform, and then they will stay in their PE uniform all day, and they will leave home and go home in their PE uniform. So there'll be no changing at school. So if you can make sure that they've got everything that they will need for outdoor PE as well.
Yeah, because it could be quite cold. You've got to keep the windows open, so do make sure your child is warm enough. Now, PE will be starting for my class on the 24th of September, and Lake Louise will be starting on the 1st of October. That's it for the weekly diary. Spelling, we'll be continuing our Get Spelling programme. The books haven't arrived yet. As soon as they arrive, we'll be beginning that. We're currently been assessing the children on their Year 3 and 4 spelling words to assess any gaps that they've had from Year 4. Key dates already passed, but it was our 12th birthday on the 8th of September. Next Friday, on the 18th of September, we've got our first Family and Friends Curriculum Day. We're doing a bit differently because the children won't be going around their house, so we've got to stay in our bubbles. Friday, 25th of September, we've got our European Languages Day. Friday, 2nd of October, we've got our Harvest Festival. We're going to be learning a song. I think it's called Count Your Lucky Stars or something like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucky Stars. So we'll be learning that song for our Harvest Festival. We're hoping we can do it on the field. If not, it'll have to be a remote performance, but it is just for children only. It's not for adults to come and visit, unfortunately. Thursday, 8th of October, we actually close for an inset day. I know it's inconvenient for some people, but it has been in the calendar for some time, so hopefully you've got that all sorted. We're going to have a reading cafe on Wednesday the 21st of October. Again, that will have to be a remote cafe, but we can give you more details near the time. The last day of half term is Thursday the 22nd of October. So we've talked about Google Classroom, so we will let you know when the Google Classroom accounts are set up. Can you think of anything else we need to say?
Just think maybe reiterate what Miss Taylor said about in the classroom, because we have got the doors open, we have got all the windows open, and I know some children are having to wear their coats, so if you have got a school jumper, can you make sure you come in, send your child in with a school jumper, because it would really keep them nice and toasty.
And if you haven't got a school jumper or a school cardigan, that's fine, because you can contact Mrs. Eastall, and we've got plenty of spares in school for you. But I think that is everything. If you do wish to get into communicate with myself or Miss Pascoe, you can get in contact with the office and they'll pass messages on and we can get back in touch with you via phone or email. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.